hands 5 times a day.
10 times a day.
20 times a day. Wet with water.
Scrubbing with soap and suds.
Daily we wash, yet they say dirty.
I have held books, semen, and babies with these hands.
These hands have held innocence and taken away innocence. In a sense, these hands are hypocritical. They masturbate, and yet these hands are held in prayer on Sunday.
Someday, these hands will be withered and warped. I can only hope that my children won't be able to decipher them, that they won't be able to see how much I've destroyed with them.
My hands have harmed my only brother. Hit him and hurt him, but also formed fists to beat the bullies that burdened him and brought bandages to the wounds that burned him. These hands have history.
I have pushed men off of my bodies with these hands, and I have touched others to welcome them to the rest of me. These hands have saved me, thrown down to protect my body from falling.
These hands have held those of lovers, but never out of love, only out of some combination of like and lust, and never said anything meaningful. And yet, these hands have held those of loved ones long lost and said goodbye when words could not come. My hands used to know speech, but they forgot most of it, so now I just gesticulate. And these hands have holes. From a million lancet pinpricks, these fingertips callous to heal, but they feel, they bleed as a reminder that the disease is real. They scab and scar, but these scars don't mar me. They are me. They arm me with life experience like a soldier in an army.
These hands are decorated, gilded in silver and gold, precious metals, fingernails hiding under painted armor. These hands are loyal. They have retained tears and blood stains, toughened by experiences that I can't wash away. PTSD, polished, they're still dirty.
If you want to hold my hand, be careful, because these are not just knuckles and muscles, not just flesh, fingernail, and bone. These hands have weathered seasons of blisters, bursting to try to put together some picture of what they ought to be doing other than grasping for straws. Because these hands don't always know what to do, sometimes they don't know who or what to reach out to.
How do you rinse off the things your hands do? Mistakes your hands have led you to, and being naive misguided you. How do you rinse off letting people touch your hands that shouldn't have, letting people place things in your hands that didn't belong there? How do you rinse off not reaching for the hands that were good for you, but not letting go of the ones that weren't?
How do you rinse off regret? How do you rinse? How do you rinse?
We can't.
Because hands stand for most of what a man can be. They seem mundane, but make no mistake, it means something. That these hands know what it's like.
To take something beautiful.
To make something beautiful.
To break something beautiful.
Holding hands scares me because each person who holds them helps to mold them, and that makes me want to wash them more. I wash my hands 5 times a day.
10 times a day.
20 times a day. But it won't work.
If you're going to hold my hand, you need to understand that they aren't always going to be perfect.
Because these hands were made to do more than just hold you. These hands hold me.